Hello students, in our last lecture we discussed about our first unit, A Letter to God by G.L. Fume. So today we will learn more about this unit. So first we will go through our repetition. So have a glance of these points. Lancho was a farmer. He had the field of ripcorn dotted with the flowers. He hoped for a downpour or at least a shower. He was happy to see huge mountains of clouds. But suddenly, strong wind began to blow with a large hailstorm. The hail rained for an hour and the field was white as if covered with salt. So, in this PPT, we can say that there is a farmer. The name of the farmer is Lancho, who is our main character. He had the field of ripcorn, and for this field, it needs downpour or at least shower. And when he saw the clouds on from the mountain, he was very happy. But suddenly, strong wind began to blow with the large hailstorm. Now, strong wind, it was strong wind, and then it changed into large hailstones. So the hail rained for an hour and the field was white as if covered with salt. So now it was hail raining, and after an hour it was means the field was totally white as if covered with salt. Next, the corn was totally destroyed because we know that it was the field of corn, and that corn was totally destroyed. The hail was left nothing. He didn't understand what to do, but he had a great faith on God. He decided to seek help from God. He wrote a letter to God demanding 100 passes. When the postman read the letter addressing to God, he could not stop himself by laughing. So now we can say that after coming hailstorm, the field becomes very destroyed. It was totally destroyed. And when the hail left, he didn't understand what to do. Now what to do? So we can say that it was our repetition, and now we will go further. So we can say that Lancho had a great faith on God and he decided to seek help from God. His field was totally destroyed. So now he thinks that now he should write a letter to the God because he had great faith on God, and he wrote a letter to God demanding 100 passes. And he goes to the post office and posts to his letter to God. And when the postmaster read that letter and addressing to God, he could not stop himself by laughing because he thinks that how could anyone write a letter to God? So he laughs. Next, but the postmaster, who was fat, amiable man, decided to help Lancho. He collected 70 passes from his friends' charity and he himself gave part of his salary. The following Sunday, Lancho came to collect the money, but he was disappointed to find only 70 passes. He was angry and he wrote again a letter to God demanding rest of the money. He also wrote that the God should not send the money through the post office because what he believed that the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. So now we can say that here the postmaster is very amiable man who first laughs and then after he decided to help Lancho, and he collects 70 pesos from his employees and he also gives some money from his salary too, and he also asked to charity for giving some money for Lancho. And the following Sunday, Lancho come to the post office to collect his money. First, he becomes very happy that God replies him. But then after, what happens? He comes to know that only 70 pesos are there. And when he asked for 100 pesos, but instead of 100 pesos, he gets only 70 pesos. So he get very angry and he again writes letter to the God. And now he writes in letter that now don't send me those remaining money from post office, because what he believed that the post office employees are bunch of crooks. He believes that the employees of post office are very crooks. Now let's take an example of the letter by Lancho. Here we can see the letter which is written by Lancho. So have a look. So students, it is time to go for textbook. So open your textbook. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope: help from God. So we can say that the people of the valley, they had only one hope. The hope was only help from the God. Don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. That's what they say. No one dies of hunger. All thought the night, Lancho thought only of this one hope: the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. Lancho was an ox of a man, working like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to write. The following Sunday at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. Now he was thinking over the night. He was thinking that don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. That's what they say. No one dies of hunger, because he had deep faith on God. All thought the night, Lancho thought only of his one hope. Only he had belief. He had belief on God. And now he is going to write the letter. Lancho was an ex of a man, working like an animal in the fields. It tells us that how hard-working man Lancho was, but still he knew how to write. The following Sunday at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. Now he was very working man and he knows how to write a letter. So he writes a letter and he himself carry his letter to town and place in the mail. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes, because the hailstorm. Now he is writing his letter, and in his letter he writes that if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. So you must give me 100 pesos for me and my family. And if you will not give me my money, I will I will go hungry in this year. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still troubled, went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. Now, on the envelope, he writes to God and put the letter inside, and still troubled went to town, and he goes to post office and take a stamp on the letter, and then after he dropped that letter into the mailbox. One of the employee who was a postman and also helped at the post office went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. Never in his career as a postman had he known that address. Now Lancho puts his letter in the mailbox, and one of the employees who was a postman and also helped. So in the post office there was a postman who was helped in the post office, and he carries that letter and goes to the postmaster, and he shows his letter to his postmaster. First he laughs, and again postmaster also laughs. The postmaster, a fat, amiable fellow, also broke out laughing, but almost immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk, commented, "What faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God." So in the we can say that the postmaster also has deep concern with that Lancho, and he thinks that how faith for God Lancho had. So he was thinking. So in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. Answer the letter. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. But he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. So in this stanza we can say that the postmaster is very helpful person, and now he gathered money and collects money from his employees, and he also gives some amount of money from his salary too, and it was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos. So he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lancho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. So now he collects money from his employees, and he also gives little bit amount from his salary too, and now he is going to post that money, which is not totally 100 pesos but more than half. So we can say that there was 70 pesos. So this 70 pesos he is going to send to Lancho, and as a signature of God, he signature only God. So here are 3 questions, but after completion of our this unit you all have to done this. So next, the following Sunday Lancho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, ex- experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked and from his office. So now Lancho comes before his time to ask whether his letter is coming or not. So he comes to know that there is one letter for him. So postman, who was that postman who before laughs on him, he handed the letter to him while the postmaster. So here the postman who himself handed the letter to him while the postmaster. So this postman was that who first laughs on Lancho. Lancho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence, but he became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could we have denied Lancho what he had requested. First, when he received a letter, even we cannot see the surprise feelings on Lancho. First, he becomes very happy to see the envelope and see the money. But when he count, he became very angry to see the remaining passes are not there, because he asked for 100 passes but he gets only 70 passes, and he thinks that God never deceive anyone. Immediately, Lancho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write, with much writing of his brow, caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp, which he licked and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fish. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, "God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos. Reach me, send me the rest, since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks." Lancho. So we can come to know in our this stanza that Lancho, now he again writes a letter to the God, because he feels that God deceived him. Otherwise, the postman, those post in the post office, the postman deceived them, because God never deceived anybody. So he again writes a letter to God that now this time don't send me rest money from the mailbox, because this post office employees are very crook person. So don't send me rest money from the mailbox. So it was our lesson, a letter to God. It was very interesting lesson, because we can get excitement by this letter to know about that what happens next. So students, in our this lesson we can learn three moral values in our life. So have a look. Values to learn: always have faith in God. Second one is do not be demanding. And third one is appreciate small things. So here are three values to learn from this lesson. So first is always have faith in God. So we can say that in any situation we must have faith in our God. Second one is do not be demanding. So we can say that never be demanding on any situation. We don't do any demand. And the third one is appreciate small things. We always have to appreciate any small things. So these three are values which we can learn from this unit. So students, here we completed our first unit. If you have any difficulty, you may ask me.